Welcome, my friends, to the Highlight Show edition. Keith Allen ready to take you through some highlights of the Asian X Games 6 presented by Toyota in Kuala Lumpur. Keith Allen and Todd Weatherill ready to take you through some highlights from the finals of wakeboarding. The Mines Resort, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. 8 riders in the finals, each getting 1 2-pass run. Gonna cap it off with a double up. It's on a 100-point scale. You take home the gold medal. Get the big prize, the invite to X Games 10 in Los Angeles. This is Dean Smith out of Australia, a rookie, 19 years old. First time I've ever seen this guy ride, and man, Todd, can this kid blast.
Yes, he can. Oriental off the wake to start with. This kid is going huge. Comes back with a dum-dum.
Dean Smith came into this contest really with no expectations, just relaxed, having a good time, trying to ride his best, and it's paying off, Todd.
It is paying off. The KGB with a handle pass. His first 3 tricks are huge. There's the off-axis 540. Boy, look at the amplitude this kid's getting off the wake. This guy's smiling the whole way.
Pass number 2, and he has stepped it up here in earlier rounds. He had a little trouble getting a good volume of tricks in each pass. The course kind of short here.
Moby Dick was his first. There's the Tootsie Roll, very similar to the Dum Dum, except for where you put your head coming off the wake. And there's a front mob.
Big slim chance out of Dean Smith. Perfectly executed mobs.
Boy, he threw down some tricks in both those passes, and here comes the double up.
1, 2, all the way around. Look at the 720, smooth as butter. Dean Smith just laid it down.
Packing the tricks in. Technical, super huge, and off.
This kid just quite possibly put together the pass of his life.
Oh, I couldn't help but do that. I mean, that's easily the best run I've ever put together in a competition. Like, put together a 7 and a bunch of moves. So whether I come 8th or 1st now, I've got to be happy.
Absolutely love that attitude. It's what you love to see on the dock. Jeff Weatherall, the Kiwi, man, this guy is riding with a vengeance. Took home a silver medal last year and was not happy about it at all. He is gunning for that gold medal.
Down to 2 riders, and the last 2 riders, the only 2 that can knock Dean Smith off. Jeff Weatherall definitely has an arsenal of tricks. There's the Whirly 5. That is a super technical trick.
Well, where we've had fantastic conditions all week long, the weather's starting to come in a little bit for the final, giving these last couple of riders a little something extra to contend with.
Jeff Weatherall goes down, and it's just dragging like bait. Look at this, out the back, just gets a little bit far forward, cases it, and there he is, enjoying the last few minutes on the water.
Well, Jeff Weatherall with 48.53 points, going to end up in 2nd place with another silver medal. Brett Eisenhower, we call him Mike. Here in KL, they like to call him Icky Brett. Pass number 2. Starts that out with a signature S-bend.
Backside cutting in hard. There's the back roll to blind. A beautiful, very technical move.
In the past year or 2, Ike has really matured as a contest rider. And you know what? He's enjoyed his best success in the 2003 season at 27 years old.
Keith, it's like getting down to the black belt. You learn all the tricks of the trade and then you just refine them. He's refining himself right now, riding the best we've ever seen him ride.
Looking for the double up. Ike, big OHH, trying to keep it conservative and stand it up.
Just not quite the pop we usually see from Ike.
Sometimes you go out and you can be first in a heat and it's rough, and by the last person rides it can be smooth, and same goes, you can ride, the first riders can get it smooth, the last rider can get it rough. Last week in Australia, top seed again. Didn't ride till 8:45, it was pitch black dark, so you know, you just got to deal with what you get, and I felt that I went out and dealt with it as best I could. Jeff absolutely schooled it. Young Dino from Australia absolutely killed it. The pressure was on, the water was rough, and I just did what I thought I had to do to place somewhere there on the top 3.
Well, that consistency paid off. Ike did claim that bronze medal. Jeff Weatherall claiming another silver. And how about Dean Smith, 19 years old, a rookie pro, taking home his first Asian X Gold and the invite to X Games 10.
I can't be any happier. I'd have been happier if I came 8th or I came 1st. That was easily the best run I've put together in a competition. So I'm competing against myself. I go home happy.
The party's just getting started, and Padine is going to make Malaysian skateboard history when we come back. Time to check out some highlights from the Skateboard Park Final. Stadium Putra, Kuala Lumpur for the Asian X Games 6 presented by Toyota. Enzo Castaneda out of the Philippines qualified first at the Asian X Tour in Manila to make it this way to KL.
Looking back on his run, what a fun run it was for him. The crowd, you know, they were digging it, trying a very difficult trick there on the rail, slid out, and even though he fell a couple times, he actually got a really good score because he tried those technical tricks. He nailed some of them, like that 360 flip. Again, landing on that backside of the board, had difficult there, but the judges liked what they saw, enough to give him a good score.
Check this out, those big moves up and over the volcano. Rocketed it back in that helped him out, as well as those technical foot tricks that you're talking about, Paul.
Judges have a lot to look at, and they did on this run. It was tough deciding on what score to give him, but take a look at this on the front truck, and that's a tough part. And then here, the 360 flip, no question about that one. He nailed it.
Well, the judges reward him with 79 points, even in his first run, enough for third place and the bronze medal. Ahmad Fazil, we call him Padine, Malaysia's favorite skateboarding son. Padine has his own skate shop here in Malaysia, Climax Skate Shop, and this guy just loves to represent his sport.
Well, one thing he did good about this run, he had great energy and a lot of flow to his run, and he was having fun. His first run, I mean, this was just so fun to watch, and we talked about the smile earlier, and I know that if you can skate with a smile on your face, then you know you are having fun, and that's part of it, and he put it all together.
Well, when you refer to that, you know, it basically means the guy's relaxed. He's having a good time out here.
Yeah.
When you're relaxed, you skate a lot better. You put too much pressure on yourself is when you start making those mistakes. Check it out, the 180 shove it late on the volcano. Padine is dialed in.
Yeah, he definitely dialed this run in, up on the rail, and no question about it, this was a great run to watch a home skater do some amazing things in front of a great crowd of 15,000 people.
Yeah, these local fans really going off for all these skaters, but really supporting these Malaysian skaters. Padine got to be stoked. You know, I've seen him skate here at the Asian X for the past 3 years in Malaysia. I've never seen him skate so well.
I really enjoyed a lot of my friends here. With Ben, I don't know, I'm very, very happy. But I don't know what happened to my run, but finally it came out like I got a first rank. I was like, oh, crazy, man.
And Johari Fitri out of Malaysia took 6th place last year, qualified with a 3rd place finish at the X Tour in KL. And Johari working that flat bar.
Well, he worked the entire course. I like his style. Look at the quick flips. There's no question about it what he's doing. When he gets up there on his board, you can see the feet placement. He loves the flip tricks, and he nails them just about every time. He carved through his run, and again, got big pop, good airs. The crowd, I think the crowd had some, you know, influence on the judges.
Dude, he brought so much speed off of that quarter pipe into the big box. He wasn't able to hang on to the coping on the far side of the course. But 79 points, even his best score of the day, and that puts him in the silver medal position. 2 Malaysians on the podium. How about it? Enzo Castaneda out of the Philippines takes the bronze. Johari earns the silver. My man Padine taking home the gold.
Ain't no way it's all over. It's only just begun. You can't give up on freedom. The birds. None but the brave will survive tonight. Tonight.
Plenty more highlights coming your way. When we come back, we'll head outside to the bouldering wall and check out some highlights from the bouldering final. Then back indoors to the vert ramp for our bike stunt vert finals. Time to check out some highlights from our sport climbing bouldering finals. Stadium Putra, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. This is Keita Mogaki out of Japan, currently sitting in third place. He's already solved the first wall of Tombstone and now separating the pack here on Tsunami. A double pinch and a dyno move to get to the top spot. Keita topping out here on this second wall, the crowd going wild. Hafzanizam Bakori out of Malaysia, currently sitting in second place. He topped out on that first wall. Gonna go for that double dyno move for the basketball, pulls it off, and now he's within one hold of topping out here on Tsunami. Gets those feet up on the basketball, and boom, a done deal. Here comes Korea's Song Sang-won. He is currently in first place after great time up the first wall. It is the time up this wall that will settle that tie. Here we go, Song Sang-won topping out, and he knows he's done the deal. Much better performance from last year. You know he's stoked.
안 그래도 작년에 잘 못해가지고 올해는 꼭 잘해야겠다는 그런 신념으로 한국에서부터 훈련을 계속해서 한 3개월 정도 준비해가지고 꼭 1등 하려고 왔습니다.
A great day of climbing, and congrats to Keita Mogaki from Japan taking home the bronze. Hafzanizam Bakori out of Malaysia earned silver, and Song Sang-won taking home the gold. Now we check out some highlights from our women's bouldering final. This is Japan's Akio Noguchi, currently sitting in third place. She has completely solved the first problem of Tombstone and now goes for that dyno move. A little slippery up there up top. Gonna try it one more time, and she tops out on Tsunami. This is the Korean climber, Kim Jae-in, topped out on the first wall, topping out here on this second wall. And again, we divert back to times for the tiebreaker. But the Korean climbers so dominant out here year after year, and Kim topping out on Tsunami. Samantha Berry is the #1 qualifier. She has already got it beat on the first wall. If she can top out on this wall, she's gonna take home the gold medal. Sam Berry using her length and reach to her advantage, and she tops out. That's gonna be enough for the gold. Sam came here and took care of business.
I was very happy with how I performed today. I was feeling a little tired from this morning and a little nervous because anything can happen in the final. You don't know how you're going to feel at the time, but I was really happy. I performed exactly how I wanted to. I really went for it because I just wanted it this year.
She wanted it and she got it. Akio Noguchi out of Japan took the bronze. Kim Jae-in earns the silver, and congratulations to Samantha Berry out of Australia taking home the gold. Now we move it inside for highlights from our bike stunt vert finals at Stadium Putra. The winner taking home the gold medal and the invite to X Games 10 in Los Angeles. A look at Akeem Kajowski out of Germany, 31-year-old veteran rider who has yet to podium at an X Games event.
He's been close several times, but never made it up there. Put down a few hard tricks though, trying to make it up there, and he puts in a tail whip. Nice landing, rolls it out clean. Little dab on the manual, won't hurt him much. He's gonna drop back in and finish up his run nice and strong.
Yeah, Akeem, big bar spin right there.
You know, all he's been lacking is just a couple of big tricks, and he has those now. Here's the tail whip, one of the big tricks I was talking about.
Been working on those for the past couple years. A little slip, but still stomping it. 87 1/4, his best run, puts him in third place. Koji Kraft, who, as you can see, is very tense and nervous. Koji having a good time out here.
Koji always having a good time.
Koji also always flying real high, throwing out the combos and the limbless variations.
You can see Koji throws down a trick on every single wall. Lands so smooth. It's so difficult to land a hard trick right at the top of the ramp and maintain your speed. Koji just showing you how it's done. Lots of original moves too. Oh, and barely hangs on to the X up tail whip.
Oh!
Gets his foot hung up on a seat, couldn't hang on to that one. Here's the X up tail whip he barely hangs on to, rides that one out, and watch his left foot. Kicks the seat, can't get it underneath him, it goes down, but he's up and okay.
91 1/4, his best run. Koji sitting in second place. Eduardo Toreros, the Spanish Fly, 30 years old, and this guy has made a name for himself as a high flyer, comes out banging. Unfortunately, has also made a name for himself as a guy who slams every now and again.
He slams so hard, but always somehow gets back up. You can see why he's called the Spanish Fly. Way out of the top of the ramp, and there's the corkscrew flare, puts it down perfectly, right into a tail whip. Couldn't get his feet back on, but he's up and okay. Big 540, and hangs on to that one also. Look at the big corkscrew, covering lots of sheets of skate light.
92 1/2 puts Eduardo in first place. The Spanish Fly gotta be stoked. He takes home the gold. Koji Kraft earned silver, and congratulations, Akeem, taking home his first bronze.
I am very excited. I am very happy. Of sure, I will go to America to the X Games.
Well, congratulations, Eduardo, Akeem, and Koji, all up on the podium, all putting on a big show for the Malaysian crowd. And Eduardo on his way to X Games 10 in Los Angeles. When we come back, we got a Moto X clinic for you. Malaysian stylers Jeremy Carter, Dave Dominguez, and Justin Holman try to teach the boys a few tricks. And our inline park finals coming up next at the Asian X Games 6 presented.
Roll the lip or just jump like halfway, and by 5 jumps you're gonna go, man, this is easy, just go twice as far. He came in pretty hard and then let off at the top, and that's why he stayed flat. If he held it on, he would have went like this and moved out. So all you can do is just try to be smooth off the whole lip. One solid deal, you know? Yeah, this is fun, you know, I'm having more fun out here than at the event. I'm learning some new stuff. These guys are learning some new stuff.
And welcome back to Stadium Putra, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Highlights from our aggressive inline park finals at the Asian X Games 6 presented by Toyota. A packed house, ready to watch it go down, and a look at some of the big names, including Nick Schopper, Sam Fogarty, Soichiro sugaring up here for the final, Chirsak Tasorn, Takeshi Yasutoko, all doing battle out here on the park course. It's a best of 2 run format, each skater getting 2 60-second runs, 100-point scale. Gold medal gets you an invite to X Games 10 in LA. Sam Fogarty out of Australia, defending gold medal champion.
That's right, he won this thing last year here at Asian X, trying to defend his title, make it 2 in a row. Big 360 over the volcano. Sam had some good lines. One of the best lines actually comes right at this point where it goes off the ledge into that disaster royale on the handrail.
And Sam not having the run he was looking for in the prelims, stepping it up here in the final.
Yeah, hitting all those big tricks, disaster kind grind, nice run for Sam Fogarty.
And Nick Schopper out of Australia, 16 years old. We've watched this kid skate in the Junior X event for the past 3 years or so. Now, graduating up to the big show, a rookie pro.
Yeah, and graduating in top style. He is seeded #1 coming out of the prelims and definitely was a standout in the prelims. Trying to put together here in the finals, we throw away those prelim scores. You've got to do it all again here in the finals, and he's even raising the bar, adding some difficulty to those tricks into this line, headed for the handrail, front side torque all the way down and balanced. That was not a trick that we saw in the prelims, so the judges will definitely reward him for that, taking more chances in the finals. 720 on the quarter pipe, and this was exactly the kind of run he needed to have here in the finals.
Getting the crowd amped up, and Nick amped up as well. Has definitely put together a solid run, wants to end it big.
Oh, well that was big. I don't know if it's exactly how he planned it.
Came up short, but 92 3/4 puts him in first place. Takeshi Yasutoko, vert legend, currently sitting in 5th place. Great to see Takeshi mixing it up on the park course.
Well, he is so well known for his vert skating that he might be underestimated a little bit out here on the park course. He's got a very good line that he's put together for this contest. And look at these grinds. Alley-oop acid, spinning around 270 to the topside sole. Backside royale all the way around the corner. And notice how he just keeps moving, and he'll link from one obstacle right into the next with such good fluidity. Up and over the volcano, spinning 270 over the hip into the topside sole. Such a great line, I can't emphasize it enough. But he's also got to come with the grinds. The judges are going to be looking for that. This is a park contest. You've got to show that you've got that technical ability. And Takeshi is doing that. He's got some good grinds in here. Disaster, topside sole, clean style, right into the fakie.
I'll tell you what, this is like the best run I've ever seen Takeshi pull off on a park course. Check this out, to the handrail.
Mixing it up, topside sole to a mistrial.
Yeah, Scandinavia is perfect from in myself.
Yeah, to say that Takeshi likes the course is an understatement. Soichiro Kaneshima, the style master out of Japan, currently sitting in 3rd. This guy is focused on taking the lead away.
Well, Takeshi and Soichiro are both from Japan, but that's where the similarity's in. Totally different styles, and you're going to see that illustrated here. Whereas Takeshi brings that real transition awareness and style to the course where he's just linking those tricks. Soichiro's much more of a technician. He's got very technical skills, difficult grinds. Let's see how he utilizes it. Backside Farfanugan up the handrail, 540 out. And now he's going to come right back, getting 2 hits on this handrail, and that's what you expect from Soichiro. Backslide, alley-oop fish into the alley-oop soyal. A lot of tricks going on there.
And you try and compare these two together, and it's really apples and oranges, because Takeshi really you see so much of his vert influence and style when he rides, and Soichiro definitely has more of that True Street influence.
Right, and that's the burden that the judges will have to bear. You know, they've got to compare apples to oranges in this case, because they are comparing 2 totally different styles, but they've got to be scored on the same scale. So how do you do it?
Well, that's the beauty of this sport. It's individuality, and there is no right or wrong in style. It's what works for each skater.
That's right. Each rider has to play to their strengths. Takeshi put together the great line, executed it flawlessly. So Ichiro's going for the technical tricks and landing them and attempting the 900. Wow.
93.5 points for Soichiro. That shakes things up a bit. He moves up into 1st place. Jirasak Tassorn, a throw-out score in his first run. He's all the way down in 10th.
Well, he's put all his eggs in one basket here. Double backflip to start things out. That is one of the most impressive tricks we've seen in this contest. But you've got to fill an entire 60 seconds.
Well, Jirasak coming out banging, wowing the crowd and the judges, but like you said, you got to stay consistent through your run and keep impressing the judges.
Well, and by the same note, even when you miss a trick, you keep skating and try and salvage every moment out there, because you never know what will win, and unfortunately it may be just one fall too many.
Well, it wasn't the day that Jirasak Tassorn was looking for, but you know what? He's had his day, and I'm sure he's going to have more in the future. Gotta congratulate our winners, though. Soichiro Kaneshima taking the gold. Nick Schopfer earns the silver, and how about it? Takeshi Yasutoko, a rare appearance on the park course, and he takes home the bronze medal. A big day for everybody at Soichiro. Yeah, man, it's real. You're going to LA for X Games 10. Stick around, because we got more highlights coming up than you can shake a stick at. First, how about some Flatland Finals highlights, and then to the vert ramp, a truly international field flying high in skateboard vert finals from Kuala Lumpur. Welcome back to Putra Stadium. Some highlights from our Flatland Finals. Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia for the Asian X Games 6 presented by Toyota. Mohammed Hezlan bin Abdul Ghaffar from Malaysia placing his bid towards a podium spot right here.
Over 30 competitors in the prelims, cutting it down to 10. So hard to make it into the final. Doing a great job here. Multiple switches on the bike. high degree of difficulty, and he's almost got these moves wired to perfection. Great run. Check it out in slow-mo. Nice shot of a foot switch right there. And another one onto the front peg in a circle, rides it out clean.
Mohamed Heslan, 86 points, even his best run puts him in third. York Uno out of Japan, certainly no stranger to big contests. This guy, so smooth.
Highly respected throughout the world. York is known as one of the most amazing flat riders on the planet. Pretty easy to see why. Riding with no brakes, always smooth, always a huge degree of difficulty. Switch, he's got the bars backwards there, another switch. 4, 5, you need to watch York's riding in slow-mo, really. Nice, puts it down clean. Again, obviously you don't want to touch in flatland, but you don't have to have a flawless run either to win. You really want to have a high degree of difficulty and some original moves. A couple of dabs won't hurt you too much.
But riding as smooth as York certainly doesn't help you out. This guy, so dialed in. It takes so much time to get to this level of riding.
Amazing. You can see how many tricks York fits into one single combination. Even in slow-mo, it looks fast with York. Look at that, 3 switches already. Every time he magnifies the degree of difficulty with every switch.
And York Uno moves into first place with 86 3/4. Kotaro Tanaka, also out of Japan, gonna have some catching up to do, see if he can shake up that leaderboard.
So cool to see every rider, even though a lot of the tricks look the same, everybody's got their own unique style and the way they link tricks together. Kotaro, a master of that, putting his own signature on all the different moves he does. Unique ride in and rides out, different combinations of tricks, puts it down clean. Has a pretty energetic riding style, which the crowd loves also.
15 seconds.
Now working the back end.
There's an original ride out, Keith, exactly what we were talking about.
Doing your own thing, bringing your own style, being smooth and crisp definitely is what you need to do to impress the judges. And he is doing a phenomenal job of just that.
Up and over to ride it out. Nice little bike flip. A couple of hops just to save it so he doesn't put a foot down. Maybe not as smooth as he wants it, but not going to count off on points.
And that original ride out right here at the end to cap it off. And Kotaro moves into second place with that, and that means York Uno will take home the gold. Kotaro Tanaka from Japan takes home the silver, and Malaysia's Mohamed Heslan bin Abdul Ghaffar earning the bronze medal. Time now for some highlights from our skateboard vert finals inside Stadium Putra. Packed house, witnessing the action on the vert ramp as the world's best doing battle for the gold. Neil Hendricks out of the U.S. medaled at the Latin American X Games last year. This is his first trip to the Asian X.
And Keith, we are so thrilled that he has made his way over because his first run was spectacular. He skied high, he added his tricks. I know he added some difficulty in run number 2, but this sure was a fun run to watch in more ways than one.
Well, Neil's strategy, come out here, get a solid score on the board. Maybe skate a little bit more conservatively than usual, but put a solid score on the board, get the pressure off.
87 was his first score on this run. I tell you what, he did a lot of things. The one thing he did is he covered the entire ramp.
Neil showing you a variety of tricks. There, the big finger flip, gets the board back underneath him.
As you said, all Neil wanted to do is feel comfortable and get a good first run without falling, and he did that.
Gotta be happy with that run, taking the pressure off a little bit. Neil Hendricks blasting out of the vert ramp, up and over the channel. An almost perfect run out of Neil Hendricks. You know he's happy with that run.
I'm happy. I could go home now. I don't care if everyone beats that score. I'm happy. That's the run I wanted to do, so I'm happy.
Second place against the likes of Sandro Diaz. You're in good shape. Sandro took 4th place last year at the X Games in LA, but you know what? He's the Latin American champ, and he's the guy to beat out here.
Yeah, Sandro didn't waste any time showing us his cards, man. Just flying high, doing all kinds of technical tricks, way off the extension with the 540, making it look easy, like a great skateboarder should, just throwing down every trick. Every wall, there's something new.
Well, Sandro might be the vert ramp poster boy right now. He's the man to beat in just about every competition these days. Sandro comes out with an aggressive style, super original style, good combinations and variations of his tricks.
He makes me mad because he makes it look just too easy. You know, the crowd cannot appreciate it unless they actually roll out there on those 4 wheels and try to do just anything on a vert ramp, let alone what he's doing.
Yeah, how about just trying to drop in without slamming to your chin?
Exactly. Fantastic day for Sandro.
Well, this crowd does appreciate what Sandro's doing. 90.33 puts Sandro Diaz securely in 1st place.
Well, he had all the tricks, the big 540 off the extension, sky and high just with about everything. He felt good, he looked good. There was no question he was comfortable.
Yeah, I told you. I'm ready for the finals better. I made a good run, and I'm so happy. I'm so excited for another run. I want some more.
What I love is that Sandro is like inspired and motivated by himself.
Yeah. That doesn't always happen.
Here comes Mike Crum, who sometimes needs a little extra motivation. He starts in on the roll and bringing a lot of momentum into that 1st wall.
Well, Mike inspired a great many pros to start riding switch and doing switch tricks up there on the vert ramp. And he's one of the best at it. Super technical rider, and that's what we saw from him today.
Crum busting out the 5, stomping it clean.
Mike Crum from Texas, and he's got a good, smooth flow to him. And again, as a professional, it's his job to make it look easy, and he does. The nice invert.
Yep, gets that hand plant down, a little high-speed 5-0 up on the coping.
Mike with his switch dance maneuvers, and again, a tremendous day for Mike Crum and a good run.
Crum came here, wanted to put together his best run, and I think he did just that.
Yeah, I'm stoked. 3rd place, so I'm stoked. Yeah. Now I got it out of the way. Now I can go for it even more. I did a 540 that time. It's my 1st one on this ramp, so I'm stoked. So I'm just going to try to do more combo tricks.
Well, Mike Crum trying to raise the bar. Sandro Diaz already has the gold medal clinched. This is pretty much the glory run right here.
Yeah, this came of a big surprise when he tries the 900, and you know what? He almost nailed it. He's trying to figure out, why did I not nail that thing? The board was there, was underneath my butt. All I had to do was stand up.
Well, I'll tell you what, a huge crowd getting behind him, inspiring Sandro to take some chances and go for this 900 time and time again. Slams down hard. But what a performance out of Sandro Diaz, taking home the gold medal, and so close to that 9, he can taste it.
The 900, I can't believe I didn't land it. Oh my God. I know it's pretty close, but I don't know what's happened when I put in the wall. I just fall, I don't know why. I think it's my mind. I have some block in my mind, I need to break the block.
Unbelievable day of skateboarding. Sandro Diaz taking the gold, Hendricks and Crum earning silver and bronze respectively. Been a big day out here. Hey, Nyquist made the trip. What's coming up next, dude?
What's up, I'm Ryan Nyquist, and you can catch the Bike Park Final on ESPN.
Oh yeah, time for some highlights from the park course. Our Bike Stunt Park Finals from Stadium Putra, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Australia's Clint Miller, 29 years old, looking for a podium spot and an invite to X Games 10 in Los Angeles.
Clint Miller's got more technical moves than Microsoft. He's all over his bike. Loves to work the mini ramp sub-rail portion of the course. Nice little tail up there going wedge to wedge, and this is the section Clint loves. 30 competitors in the prelims, cutting it down to 10 in the final. Only the best of the best make it. It is so hard.
A little bobble right there. Clint really trying to get this first run under his belt and get a solid score on the board so he can take a little bit of the pressure off.
So tough to do, and the moves Clint really likes and where he really scores big on are so tough to get dialed in and then put him down in a competition. Nice tail whip nose pick there, and this is the section where Clint really can do a lot of tough stuff, and he can do them so quick back to back. It's a huge number of tricks in a small amount of time, so he doesn't waste any time off the clock.
Nice.
Fufanu to ice pick.
I was just going to say, Clint not really in a panic to rush from section of the course. He knows where he wants to go, and he knows what he wants to do. And I thought he was in good shape after getting around the bars. 88.5 in the first run for Clint, puts him in third place. Colin McKay, the defending gold medal champion.
This guy has it all the ingredients you need to win, which actually he did last year.
Hence the defending gold medal champion.
That's right.
Had a little bit of problem in the prelims with his brake cable. Sent him in here as the #2 qualifier, but Colin definitely dead set on taking home another gold medal.
Watch all the speed he carries going over the box jump backwards, coming right back out of the box. Check this out, the 360 tail whip. Stomps it clean, makes it look so quick and easy, and just right back into his run. No bobble at all after a big trick like that.
Colin taking everything big, using up every element of this course.
That's a high hop to get up on top of that out of the wedge, and he bar spins in for some increased difficulty.
Up and over that channel, Colin trying to utilize all this course up to that big sub rail.
Both of those moves were two opposite moves back to back, and then he muscles a tail whip bomb drop. 3 big tricks right back to back. He looks like he's riding around slow, but he's got a huge degree of difficulty every time he gets set up for something. He does usually 2 or 3 back to back moves. Nice one right there with a little wall ride to 360 out.
He'll take it. Sold. Check this out.
This is an awesome run for Colin. The opposite Fufanu going his unnatural direction. Here's the muscle tail whip going wedge to wedge, and the big 360 tail whip. 2 huge tricks in one. This is a great run for Colin. It's going to be a huge score.
Well, Colin definitely stepping it up, putting some pressure on Ryan Gutler as Colin extending his lead.
I called out my original run planned. I ended up doing it my second run. So it was kind of repetitive, but I just wanted to pull a clean run today, you know. I got it out. I'm happy.
You take what works and you go with it. Ryan Gutler had something working earlier because he's the #1 qualifier. Last guy with a chance to take the glory away from Colin McKay.
He's got all the big moves you need to do it also. Just needs to put everything down into one run. This guy definitely riding for the gold medal. Put a run together that he knows can do it. He just got to make it all happen. And he just doesn't, he's not afraid to fire off the big moves either. Big 540 right there, right out of the sub rail. Another trick on the sub rail, it's called an ice pick. Gonna take lots of speed here. Oh, and he slips a pedal and goes down. Trying to carry a lot of speed into that vert wall for a trick in the box jump, and he puts down a 360 tail whip after he gets up from that fall. And that was just a mental mistake. Your foot just slips off the pedal. Nothing really happened to his bike, but really got to detune you a little bit in your head.
And not going to hurt him much in the way of scores since he wasn't trying to attempt a trick, but going to hurt him in the fact that pulled him out of the rhythm of his run and took some time off the clock.
Really eats up a lot of his time, and you expend so much energy getting back up to that amount of speed he needs to put down a big trick.
Well, Ryan Gutler definitely had some big moves in this run, but that one right there, probably the most noteworthy one that took that gold medal away from him.
Didn't go the way I was hoping. Just pedaling across the ground, just tired. Just my mistake, just leaning too far forward. I wanted to go for the double tail whip again, see how my luck was going to go. As soon as I crashed, I thought I'd just keep it safe and hopefully get like top 3. I got second, so I'm stoked.
Not bad for your first appearance at the Asian X. Gutler takes home the silver, Clint Miller takes home the bronze, and Colin McKay takes home the gold medal. A sweep for Australia, and Colin backing up last year's gold with another one here in Kuala Lumpur. Congratulations, Colin. stoked on his way back to LA.
It was definitely hard to take it out, but I'm pretty glad I just stayed on my bike. I always end up crashing on something stupid.
Stick around, we're coming back with more action. Inline vert final highlights coming up next to the Asian X. Time to look at some highlights from our inline vert finals here at Stadium Putra, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Ayumi Kawasaki, the only woman in the field. Eito Yasutoko doing a little camera work. Takeshi looking on, and our field set. Each skater getting 2 50-second runs, a 100-point scale. You take home the gold, you're going to the big show, X Games 10 in LA. Sam Fogarty out of Australia. He's got a pretty good grasp on reality here.
The two best guys are the Yasutoko, so if you can beat them, you're doing well, and they're everywhere. So if you get third, it's kind of like winning.
Kinda, but not really.
So here he is, gunning for third place, Sam Fogarty, with good amplitude to start it out, back-to-back airs. Shows some different variations as he grabs underneath for a sail, going inverted 540 all the way over the channel, right into the kind grind, so working the coping.
And Sam really a versatile all-around skater. We know what he's capable of on the park course. It's great to see Sam skate well on the vert.
Yeah, it's true. As he goes fakie 900, and with the park skater, you expect him to excel on the coping on the vert ramp, and Sam does that.
86 points for Sam. He's currently sitting in first. Sesamora, 33 years old, out of Sydney. Veteran skater, the understatement of the year, by the way. But great to see Cesar back here competing.
It really is. He's been battling with injuries the last few seasons, and so he's trying to have a breakout performance here at Asian X and get this new season off to a good start. Great amplitude so far from Cesar. Looks to have everything under control. Tweak back, reverse mute. He's got so much definition on those airs. Really styles them out. And look at this, double grab, Liu Kang mute, 720 right into the Liu Kang fakie 900, making those tricks his own. And he keeps it going upside down with the invert, right into an off-axis 720, a new trick for Cesar, and then an old trick, that front flip.
I'm happy. It went to plan. I don't know, it skated good.
Ayumi Kawasaki out of Japan, currently sitting in fourth place. Great to see a woman in the field out here, a la Fabiola da Silva. Ayumi definitely been stepping it up.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And Ayumi actually has been competing against the guys for a long time, just about as long as Fabiola, actually. She's just taken a break the last few seasons to focus on her studies. Going inverted on the extension, now coming back topside sole. She's got a brand new trick, actually, that she's been trying, the forward 900. In fact, that wrapping you see on her arm is attributed to a failed attempt at that 900.
84.75, a respectable fifth place for Ayumi.
けど男子の中で戦えてすごい自分のレベルもアップできていい経験になると思います。
And Eito Yasutoko looking on, 92.5 points, his first run score. He knows Takeshi is still to skate. He's got to try and maybe buffer that a little bit, see if he can raise the bar a little bit.
Well, yeah, especially knowing that his younger brother is going to be following him. He's got to add as many points, pad that score. There it is, huge California roll 1080, Eito's signature move, one of many that he has. In fact, Eito has been so dominant over the last couple of seasons with huge tricks like that one, the double backflip 180. He has so many tricks that if they stood alone, they could almost win a contest by themselves, but he just fills a run with them.
Yeah, it's hard to call what's Eito's signature trick anymore because every year he comes out with a new one.
Right, they're all signature moves. It's hard to tell which one is a showstopper. Any one of them, any rider would be happy to have any one of those tricks in their bag, and Eito's just gotten so many. Double backflip to finish a run.
96.25, are you kidding me? A nearly perfect score for an almost perfect run. Takeshi Yasutoko, the last man standing. He had a throw-out run in run number one. He's gonna have to dig deep right now. He's gonna have to stick that double flat spin.
You're absolutely right about that. In fact, that's what this run comes down to, is that one trick. He has yet to land it in a competition. Viking flip over the channel, right into the double flat spin. This is it, and he landed it Oh my goodness. So we are off to a flying start, and now this is a contest. That's exactly what he needed.
Well, Takeshi getting that double flat spin monkey off his back. You got to think he wants to celebrate it, but you got to stay focused. It's a full run, and you got to link it all together. Keep that momentum going.
That's right, because Eito had so many big tricks that double flat spin by itself is not going to win it. But it's definitely got him off to the right start, and he has kept his run going. Good lip tricks from Takeshi. He is doing everything he needs to challenge his brother here, but that 96.25 is going to be hard to beat. A 1080 to finish it. If anyone can do it, it's going to be this run right here.
Wow. We have witnessed some crazy things on this ramp today. 98 1/4, that is the highest score I have ever seen in a vert contest. How about it, Takeshi Yasutoko unseating his older brother, stealing the thunder, if you will, and claiming Asian X gold. Eito Yasutoko earns the silver, and 33-year-old veteran Cesar Mora taking home the bronze. And that's the action from here in the inline vert finals for Arlo Eisenberg. I'm Keith Allen, gonna leave you with some images of the Toyota Jam session featuring live music from local band OAG.